Hi everyone! Today I wanted to talk about living with food allergies. I have about 16 different foods that I'm allergic to, and that includes eggs, tree nuts, potatoes, tomatoes, eggplants, vegetable peppers, corn, beef, wheat, yeast, MSG, sulfites, coffee, and chocolate, and bananas. It makes it challenging to be able to provide a varied diet, not only for myself but for my family as well. So I just wanted to sort of list off a few challenges and strategies that I've learned over the years to sort of keep meals a little more interesting as well as safe for myself. I apologize, this is outside because my daughter fell asleep in the car, and so I'm trying to take advantage of this moment of peace. And so I've got a neighbor taking the weed whacker to his lawn, and the wind's blowing a bit, so hopefully you don't get too much ambient noise out during this video. Anyway, I digress. So the first challenge is that options are just more expensive. Rice pasta, spelt flour, things like that means that we just have to spend a little more on healthy food. I do still cook wheat pasta, but I don't eat it. I just make that for my husband and my daughter. Cereal is another one. Cereals are really expensive. So one of the strategies I use for trying to keep it a little bit more frugal is cooking separate ingredients from scratch. First of all, everything's from scratch, because pre-made stuff is always more expensive, and cooking separate food. So like if I'm making pasta one night, I'll have one pot of wheat pasta, normal pasta, and one pot of rice pasta for myself. And then the accoutrements, like the sauces and the sort of mixed in ingredients, are then added separately later. So that's one way of doing it. Also, there's DIY ingredients, like if I want to make pancakes or bake something, those often ask for baking powder. And baking powder is almost always contains either potato starch or corn starch, surprisingly. So I make my own, and it's a really easy recipe. It calls for 2 parts cream of tartar and 1 part baking soda. You mix those 2 together and voila, instant baking powder. So you make your own, and make your own salad dressings, things like that. The second challenge is the risk of cross-contamination. So I've talked about having to make a wheat pasta and a rice pasta at the same time. So I have to make sure too that I have a spoon for the wheat and a spoon for the rice. Otherwise, of course, if I accidentally put my rice spoon into the wheat, I can't use it again. I have to get a fresh one. That's always challenging. I've done that a few times, or like putting it in the tomato sauce when I can't have tomatoes. Also, my husband, on occasion, because we buy cereal from the same brand, but his has wheat or corn in it and mine doesn't, but the boxes or the bags look similar. So he sometimes accidentally opens mine up and puts it into his wheat container. So that sometimes happens. So that's just a matter of labeling for that one. The third challenge is sometimes if I'm cooking, say, the wheat pasta and the rice pasta, or in other cases I'll be making something completely different. Like I'll be making a rice meal for myself, and then I'll be making him a pizza, and then I'll be making something else pureed for my daughter, because she's only 2. my brain just has too many dishes on the go, like I'm trying to make like 6 or 7 different dishes all at the same time, and it's just chaos in my head. So one of the strategies that I've started to do is, if I'm ever in that situation where everybody needs to be eating something different, I'll try and make sure that one of us is eating leftovers so that I only have to cook for 1 or 2 people rather than all 3 of us. And that simplifies things a lot. So for the one person eating leftovers, it's just a matter of plating it up and sticking it in the microwave. And then the other people can have the fresh meal off the oven or the stove. And the last challenge is eating out. You can tell by my list of allergies that eating out is really, really hard. Meats are often seasoned with peppers or something. Pastas are always inevitably wheat. Some restaurants do rice pasta, but then I can't have the sauces. The sauces will contain eggs or potatoes or something. Tomato, obviously. So oftentimes I'm stuck eating salad or really plain rice. Like, even the rice is often seasoned with garlic and stuff. Oh, garlic's on the list. Forgot to mention garlic. Luckily now, though, with the internet, you can always research your restaurants ahead of time. I usually go online and check their online menus to make sure that there is something on the menu that I can actually have, or something close to it where I can just ask for them to leave off the pecans or whatever it is. Yeah, so thank God for the internet, really. That has made eating out a lot easier, because then we can go with confidence that there will be something that I can eat. So, my question for you today is, do you live with allergies or with somebody who has allergies? What kind of strategies and challenges have you faced dealing with these? Oh, and there's my little girl. She just woke up. I don't know if you can hear her. Anyway, yeah, so what strategies have you implemented to make life a little easier with allergies? Anyway, I hope you liked this video, and if you did, please like it and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!